And when your animals want that snack, they can't go online and order a pizza. So you've got to be the one to provide them with something to eat. That's where Forage comes in. In addition to giving your animals nutrition, forages contribute to the overall health of the ecosystem. It's also good for the land to change it up by growing alternative forages. We spoke with University of Nebraska agronomist Dr. Daren Redfearn to learn more about alternative forages and how you can introduce different types into your pasture.
So when we talk about alternative forages, that's more or less just a fancy name for annual forages. However, I think some of the differences when we think about alternative forages is we're thinking about them, the annual forages is planted for a specific purpose. That purpose could be as a cover crop after a grain crop that they'll be grazing. One of the other instances where we see these alternative forages planted often is after a drought. So the decisions about alternative forages get down to basically 2 or 3 main decisions. The primary decision is what season will you be growing them. And by season, we're talking about whether we're planting them in the summer, whether we're planting them in the fall, or whether we're planting them in the spring. Typically, we look at the cool seasons during the fall and during the spring when the temperatures are a little bit cooler. The summer annual forages typically then would be planted in the summer. What we also see during that period of time is that a lot of times the growing season for these alternative forages is very short. Oftentimes 60 days for a lot of them. Long growing season might be 75 or as many as 90. So the advantages and disadvantages of the alternative forages, many times these alternative forages are planted in mixtures. These are often referred to as diverse mixtures or complex mixtures, where we're talking about some combination of grasses, legumes, maybe some broadleaf plants such as turnips. Additionally, we may see a mixture of both the warm seasons and the cool seasons together. Pretty much regardless of what we're seeing with these mixtures is that grasses will dominate the mixtures. Grasses are just super competitive both with the legumes and also the broadleaves. One of the things that we do see is when we include some of the brassicas in with cool season grasses, that they will comprise 25 to 30% of that mixture. It's relatively easy to introduce the alternative forages into the mixtures because a lot of them are forages that we've had around for years and years and years. So we know a lot about the agronomic management of these. What we don't know is how they perform in the mixture. So the easiest thing to incorporate them is that whatever the species is that comprises the majority of the mixture, that's the one that we should focus on for the primary management. Yeah, so for more information on this, the easiest place to go is going to be the beef.unl.edu website. Several articles on there that have been written addressing the establishment and also some on the grazing management of alternative forages.